Hey Scorpio, welcome to your December reading. So it's a little bit different this month, just based on the layout that I'm using. It's very different, and I think we're being a little bit longer, these videos as well, for this month. It's been exactly a year since I started my channel. How cool is that? So it's kind of exciting. I'm kind of hoping to do some kind of Christmas special, maybe do a live or something. I'm not entirely sure, and it really does depend on my schedule because I am a single mom and it is Christmas. But we'll see what we can do. So subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with any updates. These ones. I am using these three oracle throughout the reading, as well as 2 tarot decks. Interesting. I need to grab that one and then that one. Scorpio, very interesting. You're my final water signs for today. I'm kind of just recording and then uploading as we go. So last minute a little bit. I was having hair dilemmas. Like, you do not want to know what my hair looked like before this. So I was like, I can't record. I can't be seen like this. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hair journey I've had this last like 2 weeks. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I kind of like being a redhead. Takes a little bit getting used to seeing yourself like in the mirror and things. But yeah, kind of liking it. So I'm a little bit hot. We're having heat waves on and I'm flashing you how attractive. I am not prepared. I had to put my son to sleep, like to nap and things, just before I started recording. Clearly I should have checked myself before I started recording, but you know what? I don't even care. It's a bra. Get over it. Okay, your first card is actually the same as Pisces, surrender. This is kind of a card that represents kind of surrendering to the universe, allowing, kind of have faith and allowing yourself just to kind of experience the now instead of worrying and stressing, kind of have that sense of what will be, and having faith that it's going to work out in your favor. I definitely do see it working out in your favor, whatever your circumstances are. I feel like you're being sort of told to just release any control and surrender to the universe, and you'll see that there's good things coming for you. That's kind of the feel I get with this card for you. I feel like you've been through enough and you've been through a lot where it's kind of a time of taking inventory and just allowing yourself to ride the waves instead of kind of fighting against it and forcing things in your life. Surrender to the divine, full moon. Literally exactly the same as what I just said. These are 2 totally different decks too. Like, surrender to the divine. Have faith. Just allow yourself just to flow. This is the perfect time to do it. It's Christmas. It's time to be with friends and family. It's not time for making massive plans and forcing this, that, and the other and thinking all ahead in the future. It's about living in the now. And we're about to come into the new year towards the end of December. So right now, appreciate that we're at the end of a year and it's a time for us to just kind of let our guard down, and relax into the energies that are in the air at this time. Abundance. There's great stuff around you, so you can truly kind of let your guard down. And I feel this need to tell you to let your guard down as well. So be aware of if you're kind of putting walls up and kind of feeling this need to protect yourself, because I feel like you need to just release and allow people in. I do see a lot of family times, a lot of fun times, maybe a little bit of drinking, like kind of celebrations. And in this abundance card, it is a hunter moon. It's all autumny, and I do feel like this is a time for you to kind of be taking inventory, like in autumn. Just before autumn, we kind of have that harvest. I'm getting this time of, it's time to appreciate the harvest. So appreciate how far you've come, and again, enjoy yourself. the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it's also, this whole column is telling you to just release any energies that you're holding on to that's kind of putting you in a stress. Let go of all them worries and just enjoy yourself during this time. You're coming to the end of a cycle, which means now you can kind of let the worries drop away because you're at the end of it. The worst of it's over. And I do get this sense of kind of just allowing yourself to float during this time, which is cool. We all want a bit of that, right? I do. Some floating. No, I don't. I don't know. I'm probably in two minds. If you're feeling two minds, I understand. Anyway, the world and the moon in reverse. So the world, again, good things. I feel like all that you're hoping for during this time is kind of just attracted to you. And again, I just feel like a lot of family times, a lot of kind of anything that makes you feel good. I feel like that's what you're able to appreciate during this time. Something about, I feel as though there's something here where you've been hoping for a result. I feel like it's coming into completion. So that kind of goes with that end of a cycle, but I'm drawn to the snake on here, and I feel as though something you've been either working towards or hoping to kind of achieve is coming to a completion during this time. There's crossing energy of that with this moon in reverse as well, but I won't go to that. We're in moon upright as well. So from the moon in reverse, I'll read that one first before I fully go back to that. The way this layout is, it kind of goes back and forth. It's the end of sadness. I feel like it's the end of struggles here with this moon in reverse. In this deck, it is, she's crying. This is upright. I'll show you the upright. She's sad. You've got it in reverse. The moon can be a time of contemplation, and with that deck I feel like that with this, and I feel as though, again, you're coming to the end of that mind struggle, end of this being in your head and feeling the difficult and the struggles of it. It's like coming to the end of that. You're coming out of that energy, loving it. Again, release, let go of, leave it behind you. The moon energy then that's crossing this, things coming into completion and letting go of those worries, it is the moon card. Now in this deck, it is more representation in the upright position of like dreams and trusting in the universe and allow yourself to dream big. It is kind of going through initiations as well. So having gone through anything that has been heavy and brought you darkness, this is kind of insinuating that now you can dream, now you can see the bigger picture. So I'm loving that for you. I'm really getting through your reading quicker. It's reading really nicely. I like it. And you're going towards the Star, and you're going towards the Ace of Swords. These are representations of dreaming big and aiming for something, right? The Star is representing of kind of wishing and kind of having goals. And I feel like you're coming to this energy now where it's kind of feels like a new slate. As though, again, something has come to an end, that you're able to kind of focus on other things. That is universal energy that we're all kind of feeling at the moment, and I can definitely see it here in your reading. I feel as though something's building in you. So the Ace of Swords, to me, I sometimes get this new kind of ideas that's kind of forging ahead. I feel as though you're going to get direction as well. And both of these cards, the pattern of the kind of, I don't know what, that, and then the pattern of the sword kind of breaking through the darkness. To me, it's giving direction, as though kind of coming out of the fog and going into like a line, a directional path. I feel as though you will have a little bit more of a clearer insight onto where you're going and where you want to be. I do feel again like it's cutting through something that was a bit darker and moving towards the light as well with those two cards in that position. I'm loving this. Get dreaming, get wishing. Okay, you have the Emperor in reverse up here. And the Emperor upright, I would say, you know, you're in this whole controlling, this kind of daddy kind of energy. It's not a gender attached to this, but you can understand what I'm saying with the Emperor, especially in this deck. I mean, look at that. I feel as though that's, you're kind of coming out of that. And I feel as though maybe this is like a breaking of bad habits. I feel as though maybe you've been quite controlling. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit nasally. Allergies. I feel as though that you are, yeah, that you may have been controlling, or maybe like just kind of having to have things your way in a kind of, because this is sort of moving towards future position way. I feel as though that's changing within you now. I feel as though there's like actually you've gained some trust in an area of your life, and this has kind of changed your way that you apply yourself to things. I feel as though you've been able to kind of let your guard down, which again, good. Let your guard down, and I just want to say experience things differently, or see it differently, or react differently. I feel like it's the way that people are interpreting you as well. Maybe there has been a really positive change here. Now the crossing energy of this leaving sadness behind, leaving the hard times, and then this change and shift. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. It is in reverse, but again, I just get that there's this change. Things have changed. It's like a switch of something. I do feel as though this is what is attracting your abundance, and what is kind of helping things change for the better for you. I feel like as though, having heard that before, like 3 months ago, you may have been a little bit like, things completely changing, like, oh no, what, I don't like change, I don't want this, and be resistant to it. But I actually feel a much more like, yay, change, it has changed for the better, things are getting better. I get this kind of relief from that, actually. So that comes down to, again, we have that Ace of Swords there, to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, I feel as though here it's sort of saying that you have the tools that you need already. You've already kind of been through an initiation to get to this space where you are now. I do feel like it's now time for action. With this Ace of Swords, it's now time to act upon an idea, act and get kind of in that mode of taking action. Instead of needing to study more, instead of needing to learn more around this, you need to put it into practice. That's what I was looking for. Put it into practice. So I feel as though you've learnt enough, and now it's time, like I said, putting it into practice. So now it's time to bring in that abundance to you. Now it's time to reap the rewards of what you know. Instead of just holding on to the ifs, whats, and maybes, it's now time to bring that into the world. Okay, your future position cards. I am actually getting through your readings so fast. Like, this took, every other reading that I've done has taken like half an hour. I'm already only 12 minutes in for you. So yeah, Scorpio, we're getting through this. And we have a Seven of Wands in reverse. Interesting. I do feel like your challenges are behind you. I do feel, as I said, that though, that you need to look for your next challenge. Something that's going to excite you. I don't know why that's giving me that. I just feel that. Again, this is giving me the exact, okay, so different decks too. So this is the Eight of Pentacles that you had down here, and this is the Seven of Wands that you have here. I read tarot very differently to a lot of readers, so it probably doesn't make sense seeing the cards as you are, so I'm just going to see what I feel as though these branches, it's like all that you know. So I'm reading it in this reverse position. Again, like with these books, it's like you've done enough to know, and it's like now you need to use what you know. It's no longer like if it was upright, it's like, hey, you need to grow things. It's like it's there. Use it. Use it to your benefit. It's now, you no longer need to learn any more around this. You need to be applying this into your life. So yes, new challenges. What can you be doing? What do you want to do? These dreams and wishes, I really feel like this is the questions you need to be asking yourself. What do I want to do next? What will challenge me? What will kind of bring excitement as well? We have Nine of Swords. Be wary of, again, not allowing things to get on top of yourself. I kind of think stop listening to the opinions of others needs to apply here. You may have like other people telling you this is what you need to do, or you should use it for this and all that kind of crap. Like, sometimes we're in Mars in retrograde, people are going to have opinions and voices, and it's not always going to be authentic even to themselves, because Mars in retrograde kind of just gets that kind of hot, quick temperage kind of, I feel like people say things for the sake of saying things sometimes in this energy. And I definitely feel like people snap pretty easy too. I do think that you are generally quite sensitive to the criticism of others, so this is something to be mindful of. And I think that, again, when you take on new ventures as well, there's a lot of anxiety and worries around what's next, where are we going? again, remember you're flowing. You're trusting and having faith in the universe that it'll have your back. It will. So trust in it and go for something. Don't overburden yourself with worries and anxieties because, and I understand this because I get quite anxious about things that I cannot control myself, but we have to realize that worries do not affect anything other than ourselves and our lives. So when somebody says something, criticizes us, it hasn't affected them, it's affected you. And you're the one that holds on to it and chooses to sit and dwell in it and worry and maybe apply that to your life. And that in turn comes out and manifests into your life in the ways that it does. Maybe stops you from reaching your goal sooner or stops you from even taking advantage of a situation that could really benefit you and bring all your abundance to you. So be wary that that could hinder you if you do that. This card is a random freebie because I don't think I did 3. Yeah, you got an extra. It's good because I kind of needed that, I think, after the 9 of Swords as well. There's a little result here. It's achievement. I feel as though, you know, taking new challenges, you're going to achieve great things and take new heights. It's going to bring in the honey kind of thing. This 8 of Pentacles has bees. That's why I said it like that. I feel like it's like, let's get the money, honey. And I felt that over here with the 8 of Pentacles. It's about going for the money. I do feel as though there's something challenging that can just financially better you. Could even be a move, like changing location, moving somewhere. I feel like it could like bring you new levels of prosperity. And it might not be money, but I am getting an increase of money. So changes. What can you change that's going to lead you towards your abundance? And I feel as though you have to ask yourself these questions. I feel as though if you are worried and there's fears around it, that is a good insight to it being maybe the right choice to take. It's kind of like take the risk and face your fears and it will take you to new heights. And I feel like you will be very proud of what you have achieved because I feel as though this might be different for you, whereas you may be hesitant before. Like if you do choose to take the risk, obviously this is all dependent on your own attitude and what you choose to do. But I feel like if you do this and take a risk, that you'll be like, wow, look what I can do if I put my mind to it. Like it's amazing. So that's really cool. Okay, crystals that could be very beneficial to you right now. Apophyllite, Larimar, and Opal. The apophyllite is curiosity. So exactly what I was saying, take risks. Be curious, explore, do something a little bit different. Perspective. It's all about perspective. Again, so when people are criticizing or giving their opinions, remember it's perspective and check if it's your perspective. Do I believe that? Do I think that? If the answer is no, then why are you entertaining it? Bye-bye. It's all about perspective. So again, someone might tell you you can't do it that way or you can't do that. It's about perspective. From their perspective, they cannot see a way. If you can see a way, freaking do it. This is your life story. You're the one living it. Let's go for it. Expansion. We're growing. I do feel like somebody may be looking to change location or really shape and change something up, like shaking it up. And I think that's expansion, that's growth, that's something coming. But again, Scorpio, you are expanding. Go and explore, have some fun. I definitely get this sense of having fun, guys. I am going to pull another card for you in which deck? Okay, the Goddess of the Moon. And because again, your reading was really quick. Like I just read it like everybody else's took like half an hour with the same layout, but yeah, I really read through yours quite quick. Fear. Okay, face your fears. Hunger. So I feel like there's something you really want. Trust. There's something you really want. The fear card comes up when you're allowing your fears to kind of take control of you, and maybe you're just scared to kind of take next steps or change things up. And it comes to sort of saying, look, you are surrounded by light and you're the one that's driving your way, kind of like a moth with a light. that as long as your focus is on that light, on where you want to be, so the light represents your aspiration, the goal that you wish to achieve. As long as you focus on the light, you will always find your way. And that's kind of, this fear card represents that. And I really feel that for you guys, is understanding that you cannot listen to the cawing and crowing of other people that are not living your life. They don't know the talents that you have, and they don't know the strength that's in you. They only see what they want to see. Even the version of you that they see is not who you are, because nobody fully sees you other than yourself. So trust in yourself. Trust. Hunger. I feel like you are hungry for change. You are hungry for something. Use that as fuel. So remember, when we're hungry, we need to eat. So if there's something you really want, you got to go for it. And the only way you're ever going to know is if you try. And it's not even about trying. Trying is a really terrible word, apparently. I got told not to say it anymore. For in a kinesiology session thing that I went to, she was all like, you need to stop saying the word try. So I was like, well, I'll try. And I was like, I'll do my best. So it's like changing the way that you think and the way that you're expressing yourself, because we've got expression here too, haven't we? And trust, egg moon, that's cool. So trust that you are capable. This comes with leaning on someone. I feel it's something to do with relationships as well. I feel like there's, perhaps you can support each other, or there's support there. But again, you're nurturing something into existence in this card as well. It's really quite an interesting card. I'm loving it. So trust in the universe, trust in the flow, and trust that you can do exactly what you desire. It just takes trusting and believing in yourself. Loving the Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to my channel for any future updates. And I'll see you next month. Thank you, guys.